Alright, here's the follow-up. It's been a little while. I've changed the bull bar, I think, since that last video. Got a winch in there. It's one of those Kings. I actually bought another winch that didn't fit under there and had to sell it and buy this one, so make sure you measure. And then the plate that I got was completely wrong and I had to cut it up and everything. Changed the lights actually twice since then. I've got these LED ones in there. Can't remember if I had the spotties on or not. I've got those. The light bar came off my old Subaru. Got the CB in there now. I've also upgraded. I put a lift, 2-inch lift, the King springs, just some cheap shocks I got off eBay. The wheels are bigger now. Oh, the wheels are the same, the tyres are bigger, so there's still a 15-inch rim. I'm on 33s. Muddies. Snorkel was on. Rooftop tent was on. I've changed the inside around a little bit. I changed the configuration depending on if I've got people coming. I put the seats back in or not. This has changed a fair bit, a few times since then. So I used to have that drawer over here. Now I've got, this is the kitchen slide, XTM kitchen slide. It's pretty cool. I haven't actually used it yet. I used to have a kitchen table on here that I had on a swivel that came out. But it was heavy wood and I wanted to get used to this back. The only thing with this that I didn't see in any of the videos is when you have this, so also unlike this slide on that one, it's not one latch, it's two. So you need to use two hands, and it's got a mid-locking position as well. It's a bit of a pain. But when you've got these, this is the table part, and that's the actual cooktop part. When you've got this out, make sure that you've already got everything you needed out of the fridge, because the fridge slides right over the top of it. So if you're preparing food and you've forgotten something, you've got to move everything off the table to pull the fridge out and get the rest. I've got an inverter in there now, a double power point, and that middle switch I've got to my work light, which is also wired to my reverse. So I've got a little bit more light. I do have a trailer I'm working on. Oh, and I've added this small awning out the back, and I've got a bigger awning for the side now, proper full-size one. Full size, 2.5 by 2.5, because I've got one of those mesh tents that for like keeping the flies and stuff out, mosquitoes, and I had it on the smaller one. My old one was 2.5 by 2, and it gathered a bit and wasn't quite right, so I've got the full length one now. Not really going to show you inside because it's filthy. I just came back from a solo trip, and I haven't unpacked yet. Oh, that was the new fridge too. The old fridge, I can't remember if it was in the old video, but the old fridge was a hand-me-down from a mate, and it was really heavy. This is a Ridge Rider one. So, let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. Oh, the other latch wasn't even on. It's a 60 litre, 65 litre, I can't remember, but it's much lighter, and it's got a light in there which is blocked up by all the beer. The cover was separate. I can't remember how much the fridge was, $500 or something. But the bag was another $150, a bit steep. I can't put it in without two hands now. But it's been on since I bought it. It's still on now. I left it on when I got in last night. And it's got at the back is an Anderson plug for your 12 volt, but it's also got a kettle cord to go to 240 volt. And it's always on. I use it as a deep freeze in the garage down at minus 15 degrees when I'm not out, and that's most of the time. It's just always on. It's a really good fridge. That's the rig. This is the trailer I'm working on, which is it's just a boxing trailer. It's got a big door at the back that opens up that way. Both sides open. I need some bigger wheels on it. I've done an axle flip on it. Get me a bit of extra height so I can put some bigger wheels. At the moment, when these open, I've got a duck underneath it. There's not a lot going on in there at the moment. It's like a little tool shed for me. I see some of my shitty welding on my top there. A toolbox and some lockable drawers. They came in it. Bought this off a friend. He's a builder. But eventually I want to have some lighting in here, and I've started putting these boards in so I can mount stuff. And I want to move the fridge and the kitchen and everything into this, and the tent to the roof. I put these bars on both sides to put the tent on, but I haven't done it yet. It's yeah, work in progress. Got to find some wheels first. I don't know much about that sort of stuff. That's it. That's my update. I promised like a year and a half ago or something. And it's still the same 3FE motor. That thing is just bulletproof. I got a quote for 25 grand, and I've seen them all the way down to 15 and up over 30 to do an LS swap, and I can't afford that sort of thing. Even if I had the space and the time to do it myself. This isn't a very powerful engine, but it is so reliable. There's no timing belt or chain. It's a cam gear, and it just doesn't need much maintenance. I've done the injectors myself, and a few bits and pieces that I probably wouldn't do on a more complicated engine, and it's just I've driven it home. I've limped it home when it has had problems, and even missing a few leads and vacuum hoses out and everything all fucked up in there, it still gets you home. It'll never let you down. Never gets hot. It's a bloody tank. So that's it at the moment. I'll do another update when I've done some more work. I've got a few more plans for it, but that's pretty much it at the moment.